Welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. It's the final week of Update 36, and this week we can unlock the Thing. I'm not even joking. It's one of the best car names ever. We're going to unlock the Thing, but before we do, Forzathon shop for the week. Next week, the High Performance Dailies update is going to drop. It includes new cars, and I want to make some predictions about what I think is coming. Some of these might be a bit of a hot take, okay? Volvo Polestar, Kia Stinger, the BMW X5M, like the new one. Leave your predictions down below. We'll see who's right or wrong next week. Let's go and unlock the Thing. All I needed was 65 miles an hour. I think we are done. Let's go! VW Thing is officially unlocked. It has 46 horsepower, a 1.6 liter engine. I mean, it is rear wheel drive and rear engine. So basically, it's a Porsche 911. This wouldn't be an AR12 video without any fun fact about the VW Thing. I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the slowest vehicles ever made. It's not fast, okay? Back in the 1960s, Volkswagen actually made this for the military. I think it was called the Volkswagen Type 82 back then. Volkswagen saw the popularity of these sorts of vehicles for civilians, so they started to sell them to people in the late 1960s and into the 70s. As it turns out, Volkswagen actually built this thing with basically bits and bobs that were just laying around the factory. Not joking. The vast majority of this car is Volkswagen Beetle, Volkswagen Bus, and Volkswagen Karmann Ghia. In real life, you can actually take the roof down. You can fold the windscreen down flat and have it as a true convertible, but they didn't just stop there. You can take the windows out by just pulling them out, and they come out, and then you can put them back in and so on. You can also swap the doors around. You can put the rear doors on the front and the front doors on the rear. Do you notice any differences between the front door and the back door? Wing mirror? No, not the wing mirror. No, it's not the window. It is the key. If you own a Volkswagen Thing, you can only unlock and lock the front doors. They aren't really great for theft deterrent. As it turns out, if you own two Volkswagen Things, you could then take the front doors off your second Thing and put them on your other Thing, and then you will have one Thing that locks. These things are absolutely fantastic vehicles. In real life, they're actually quite sought after. Like, if you see one, I guarantee you the owner is like the biggest Volkswagen simp you've ever met in your life. They are owned exclusively by cool people. Now it's time to see how much faster we can make this thing. There's a whole bunch of builds I want to do with it, like we usually do. Engine swaps to start off with. We've got our stock 46 horsepower engine. We can toss in a flat 4 turbo rally. It really is a Porsche 911. It really is a Porsche 911. And it really is a Porsche 911. Okay, I'm gonna go with the least powerful one to start things off, and then we'll upgrade it and get faster and faster as we go. So I don't want twin turbos right now. Oh, do we actually have a... Okay, that's pretty cool. And then we also have Volkswagen tuning to remove the entire front bumper. And then you can see under tray PNG. When we go off-roading, we are definitely going to take that. We can get what looks to be the world's most useless rear wing. And we can also remove the rear bumper. Look at the... Look at the exhaust. I'm also just saying it's a little bit disappointing for the Thing that we can't remove the roof. It's one of the iconic ways you see this car. I've never actually seen one of these things with the roof on it. I've only ever seen them top down. You can see the suspension pull out of the body down below. Looks good. Engine spacers, not looking too bad. I'll take it. Let's go fat rear tires, or I guess as fat as we can. 245. This is going to be difficult to drive quickly. Anyways, let's give it some race suspension. That's ridiculous. We do have rally suspension, and we even have drift suspension. After all of our upgrades, 1,800 pounds, 490 horsepower. In a car from the 1970s that has no safety, this is going to be a little bit scary. I guarantee every child has drawn a car that looked exactly like this one. Manufacturer colors, orange, yellow, and white. What if I go for like this 70s baby blue? I think that goes quite well with the roof. There's no way to pull the roof down in Forza Vista, is there? Like, I can open up the trunk, which is where the engine is because it's a Porsche 911. Usually, you can't actually open the engine bay once you've swapped the engine, so that's a little bit strange being able to do that. But yeah, unfortunately, you can't actually see... You also can't open the... Wait. Do you think if I make this car stock, the developers will let me open up the hood? I think the developers messed up and forgot this car is rear engine. No way! We found a glitch, baby! The developers forgot that the engine is not in the front for this car. Good news, we have officially discovered a glitch, and we've had this car for 35 minutes. Well done. Top of A-class build. Hey, look! It's the two cars that are used to build this car. The VW bus and the... Ow. Oh, there's a Volkswagen Beetle. Thank you very much. I'm currently driving on Sport compound tires, rear wheel drive. Now that I've seen the upgrades that are available for this thing, though, I'm a little bit worried. The fact that we can only have 245 wide tires is going to mean if we want to put any more horsepower into this thing, it will be wheel spinning. Now that I'm saying that, I guess I'm also reconsidering, because on the other hand, because the tires are so narrow, you could probably get away with turning this thing into a power build. Toss maximum horsepower on it, leave the tires super skinny, probably don't even change the tire compound, and you can get away with a crazy build. As much as this thing is very wheel spinny, it does drive really nice. Very nice across the line. That actually worked way nicer. I think the best place for this car will be for off-roading. So if I go all-wheel drive, we get bumped up class-wise a little bit, but then I want to bring it down class-wise. So let's toss on the least powerful engine, and then let's downgrade it even more by giving it off-road race tires. Uh-oh. That's already middle of A-class. Let's get the race front bumper. Let's get the most useless rear wing. I really thought this thing was going to be like a B-class car. Let's get our rally suspension on. Very nice. And then we can just focus on extra horsepower and get to the top of the class again. I guess this engine weighs so much less than the Porsche engine, so we're about 100 pounds lighter than we were before. Very nice. An early morning off-road race. We're racing a PLP 50. Okay, if I somehow flip over before the PLP 50 does, then I'm calling rigged, hacked, and all of the above. I've been overtaken by an Isetta. What the hell? I really thought this car would be cracked for off-roading, if I'm honest. I am so unbelievably slow right now. This is not even funny. Like, full throttle does nothing. How am I not gaining even a little? This is honestly, like, the most nerfed feeling A-class off-roader I think I've ever driven. I gave it all of the upgrades that I could, pretty much, and it's terribly slow. All of chat saying this car has been nerfed. So disappointed. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. I'm not gonna win. I'm not gonna win. I'm not gonna win. Shit. Maybe it does actually have like a cracked coefficient of drag that just makes it incredibly slow. Introducing the Volkswagen Unimog, aka the least aerodynamic car on the planet. What if I fully max upgrade? Fastest Porsche engine we can. I have an idea of one build that may work and may put a smile on our face. I did not know we had white wall tires and vintage race tires. I'm now a happy boy. All right, please hold. There is a build that I would like to do with this car. I have good news. I have good news about the Volkswagen. Yeah, it works. Oh yeah, it it definitely works. Look at that. That's all four wheels in the all four wheels in the air. That's how. Is that one of the best wheelie cars we've ever had? It might not be a fast race car, but geez, is it a good wheelie car. Honestly, it probably could wheelie the length of the entire runway. The problem that I'm having is because it wheelies so hard, as soon as the like bumper clips into the ground, it shoots our car off to the left or to the right. That's pretty crazy. You would have to throttle control it so much. I think that might be up there with the Willys, not the Willys Jeep, the GMC Jimmy as the best wheelie car in this game. That's so sick. We've already got our big engine. Let's go all-wheel drive. I need as much downforce as humanly possible now, and full racing slicks, and it's another one of those cars that can go from D class all the way up to S2. It's middle of S2. It went from D100 to S2 942. That's unreal. Only a handful of cars that can do that. I think the most impressive build that we've done with this car so far was probably the first one we did. Like, the off-road build was, I mean, other than the wheelie build, obviously. Wait, it kind of worked? How does this work better than our off-road build? I'm off. I did not have that on my bingo card. Honestly, I have no idea why the off-road version of this car felt so incredibly slow, whereas this version, I mean, you have to remember it's middle of S2 class. It definitely does not have middle of S2 class performance. Considering it's a military vehicle from the 1970s, this is outrageous performance. The thing is drifting all over the place. Honestly, I really like the way this drives. It's very, very nice. There's a lot of understeer. Almost flipped. I almost tested that neck as a roll cage thing. Didn't think I would be doing that, if I'm honest. Up the inside, get him to brake. Round the outside, get him to brake. Could you move? Thank you. When in doubt, cut the corner. What even are track limits? The VW thing in S2 class, it's definitely not S2 class performance, but that's quite fun. We have one more tune to do with this thing. We're gonna turn the thing into the ultimate drift car, or I should say as close to the ultimate drift car that we can. I'm gonna keep the engine in. I'm gonna keep the all-wheel drive on. I guess we can remove the front bumper and the rear wing. I don't really need those. I'm gonna give it my drag racing tires. I mean, to be fair, I probably should drift around with white walls. White walls for style point. We might be a little too slippery now, but we'll see. Other than that, we'll toss on a 4-speed gearbox. We're gonna give it some drift suspension, and I'm just gonna reduce the horsepower down just a tiny little bit. Let's remove the twin turbos. That's probably okay. And let's see what we can do. Am I going to be able to get away with these? I want to use style points to slide this car around. Please tell me I can do it. I don't think I've ever drifted a car with white walls with all-wheel drive before. It has too much grip? How does it have too much grip? Wait. Whoa. That is the opposite of the problem that I thought we would be having. I need to crank the tire pressure. I'll be honest, I was expecting to go into the corner and slide so incredibly wide, I would have ended up in, like, Panama, if I'm honest. Into the drift zone we go. What? A Volkswagen thing with white wall tires and all-wheel drive and drift suspension? Are you kidding me? 173,000? Bro, my personal best is 185. It is a very, very cool thing. I just wish we had some better engine swap, and I wish we could also take the roof down. This thing is a convertible, and I'm a little bit disappointed that we can't drive it around like that in the game. Very cool car with a very cool story. Next week, Horizon High Performance Dailies. Hopefully we get some more spicy cars.